That didn't work out how I thought it was gonna work out. Hey guys, what's up? Your girl Rosie here, and today I just wanted to kind of chat with you guys about something that I've been working on with myself as of late. And by as of late, I mean I decided today and came home to film this video. So here we go. I have decided that I am going to start saying yes to myself. Now, what do you mean? You're asking. So let me be a little bit more clear on what I mean when I say I'm going to start saying yes to myself. Is exactly what it sounds like. I'm just going to start saying yes to myself. And let me give you a little background about me. Is I have a bad habit where I tend to not do things or not go up for things or not try a lot of things because I'm afraid to fail. And I have been like this for as long as I can remember. So I pretty much spent the majority of my life saying no to myself. No, you can't do this. No, you're not smart enough for this. No, you're not fast enough for that. No, you're not whatever for whatever. I would find some type of reason on why I couldn't do the thing that I was aspiring to do. And up until recently, this had been something that I didn't know that I was doing for a long time. And then I knew I was doing it and then was feeling bad about doing it. So would just kind of give into that whole negative, no, you can't do it mentality. And then finally, I came to the point where I started taking responsibility for my actions and realizing like you can't keep having this negative mindset. You can't keep living in the no, because then you're right about all the stuff that you're saying you can't do or you're saying no to yourself about. So I just decided to start saying yes to myself. And I decided that I'm going to keep saying yes to myself, but I'm just going to say yes like all the time. So I was riding the bus today when I had this epiphany, because right now I am enrolling in college. And although I look college age, although there's no such thing as college age, but although I look like I'm in my young 20s, I'm almost 30. So this is a big deal for me because I live in New York City, which is something that I said yes to myself about. I don't want to be all over the place. How do I do this? So I'm from upstate New York. I was living in Buffalo. That's where I'm from for a very long time. And I was kind of just working a mediocre part-time job. I enrolled in school twice, but it just wasn't the timing for me. I just wasn't prepared mentally for school to do what I had to do to get out. And I just really didn't know what I wanted to do in that aspect. So I tried school, it didn't work. I tried school again, it didn't work. But then I got the opportunity to move to New York City, and I said yes to that decision. And what I mean also in this project of saying yes to myself is doing the things that I have to do to get me to where I want to be. That's more so what I mean by saying yes. So instead of letting the fear of failing make me completely immobile where I don't do anything, I started saying yes, and I started making plans, and I started making lists, and I started checking things off my list so I could get things done. So for example, when I wanted to move to New York City, you need to save up money, and you need an apartment, and you need a job. So before I moved here, I had an apartment lined up, and I worked a bunch of hours at my jobs and got another job to save up more money so I could move here in time. And I also talked to some friends and family members who lived here before I moved here and got myself set up with a job. And then I just put my nose to the ground and did what I had to do to get here. I said yes to myself, and I said yes to the work that it took to get me here. Fast forward, I want to say 6 years later, I'm here, and I kind of been stagnant for, I want to say about the last 4 years, just living my life, literally just living my life, not really going anywhere, kind of just floating at everything. I stopped saying yes to myself once I got here, and I started just kind of going with whatever was being thrown at me without having a real plan of action or anything, because I again fell into that mindset of, no, you can't do this, no, you can't do that, no, you just telling myself no. And I finally am at a place again where, like I said, I've been dealing with this for a long time, where I want to say yes to myself again, but this time I want to say yes to myself in the same way I said yes to myself before, and I want to keep that momentum going if possible. So I just enrolled in college, and that is one of the first steps of saying yes to myself. Also, these YouTube videos was me saying yes to myself. I have been wanting to do YouTube for literally 5 years. 5 years I said no to myself. I said, no, you don't have this. No, you can't do it because you're not this enough, or you're not that enough, or you just can't do it because you're not creative enough. And I literally let all of that stuff stop me from just picking up a camera and doing what I wanted to do. And I finally said yes to myself about, I want to say 3 months ago. I uploaded my first YouTube video. Now in the interim before that, for like a year or two ago, I was filming and recording videos, and I had like videos on my laptop that are either completely edited or that I had filmed but was too afraid to put up for what people, I don't even know if it was what people would think of me, because it's not more of a people thing that's holding me back, it's a me thing that's holding me back. So I just was even in making the little baby steps telling myself no. So finally I told myself yes. I filmed a video, I edited it, and I posted it, and it got like a lot of reviews from my friends and even people telling them that it helped them. So that made me feel good. So I posted a few more, but I kind of fell off the momentum, but I'm back now, and I'm just at a point where I just want to say yes to myself. I just want to do the things that I want to do. I want to put the hard work in to get to where I want to be, and I want to see where this journey of yes leads me. So sorry if this is kind of rambly. I just felt like if I didn't do this, I wouldn't do it. So I just had to like sit down and talk to you guys now. If anybody else is feeling like this, it's okay. I think another reason why I started saying yes to myself is because I started comparing myself to other people at my age and the things that they're doing with their lives, and I had to remember that everybody's journey is for that individual. So one of my favorite quotes is, what's for Peter is not for Paul. And that just means that whatever you see your successful friends or your favorite celebrity or your favorite fashion blogger or YouTuber or whatever, whoever that person is that you admire doing, you don't see all the hard work they put in before that, and you don't see when they told themselves yes they can to get to where they are now. So I'm in that moment where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna say yes to myself and see how far I can get when I stop hindering myself and stop blocking myself, and I'm just saying yes to myself, saying yes to the universe, and saying yes to all the wonderful things that life has in store for me. So hopefully this could help somebody. One person, if it helps, that would be great. But I'm starting to say yes to myself in a lot of aspects. So let me know what you're going to say yes to yourself about. Leave a comment down below. Tell me something that you have been dreaming of doing, or something that you thought of doing that yourself you said no to, or somebody else told you no. Because that's a great way to say yes, great reason to say yes to yourself when other people tell you no. And it's not to say that you should do stuff just to prove other people wrong, but you should do stuff just to prove to yourself that you can do it. That's why I'm saying yes, to prove to myself that I can do these things that I said I can't do. So let me know what you guys are saying yes to. Hopefully this video will help somebody. And just remember to say yes to yourself always. In, like, you know, regards to smart stuff. Don't be dumb. Or do be dumb. I allow myself 2 dumb ideas a day. It's alright. Say yes, man. Don't be afraid to fail. Just get out there and do what you gotta do. Honestly, that's the difference between super successful people and people like me, is when they say yes and they go. And if they fail, the failure doesn't deter them. The failure either propels them forward because now they know how not to do something, or they thought of a new innovative way to do the thing that they tried to do before. So yeah, say yes to everything. Not everything, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, hopefully this helps somebody. Hopefully it wasn't too rambly. And yeah.